deal with airplane peanuts?
A show at the Garden is definitely superficially like it's you know, the 19,000 people.
Yeah.
And it's Madison Square Garden, and Ali fought Frazier there. I saw, you know, AC/DC there when I was quite young, and Led Zeppelin I never saw there, but that's where they played. That's where their concert film takes place. Yeah, that place touches a lot of, you know, sure. It feels like a pinnacle in terms of it's that many people. It's New York City. It's the premier room. I got back there and we sold it out. I'm doing it in the round. I'm standing in the center. And so I want to just do it that one night so I can really appreciate it for what it is. Because when I used to do it a lot, it was like I just take the subway and do the Garden.
Renting it is about $400,000.
Something like that, yeah, I forget.
To just rent it before.
It's astronomical. But they know they got you because you want to play the Garden.
You're going to play the Garden.
Louis C.K. has officially announced in just 12 days from now, he'll be streaming live from the middle of Madison Square Garden in New York City as he performs a brand new hour of stand-up comedy. The pay-per-view event titled Louis C.K. Back to the Garden begins on Saturday, January 28th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and will be available to rewatch for just 3 weeks after the show. After that, it's gone forever. Welcome back to the Joke World Comedy Update. Every single Monday, bringing you all the comedy news that you need to know from your favorite comedians and your favorite podcasts. Anything happening in the comedy world, all on one YouTube channel. It's the sports center of comedy. So if you want to stay in the loop, make sure to subscribe to Joke World right now. Follow us on Instagram. Download this episode on Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And leave a comment for the algorithm. You know how to help the channel. You know what to do.
You're doing the Garden.
Yes,
These are
I am
massive.
going back to the Garden.
That's huge.
Yes, I'm really excited. I
Is that-
like that room. It's, you know.
In terms of doing stand-up comedy, is that a room where you go, this is the pinnacle?
No, I mean, to me, honestly, any great show is the pinnacle. So like I've done the Garden 8 times in my life, and it was important enough to remember that it was 8. I don't know how many times I've been to the Columbus
amazing.
Funny Bone. I don't know how many times. But I can't say, but I've done the Columbus Funny Bone where I've done shows where I'm looking out the window of the plane the next day going, that was it.
That was amazing.
That was it. That's what I work for.
So Louis C.K. is set to return to Madison Square Garden on January 28th for one of the final stops on his current nationwide tour. Louis played the Garden many times in his career, but never quite like this. This time it's going to be streamed live off of his website for the whole world to see as part of one of the first ever pay-per-view comedy events of its kind.
I'm doing the Madison Square Garden at the end of this month.
Okay.
On January 20th, and I'm live streaming that show on my website.
And people will be able to buy it there. Buy a ticket.
Yes. They'll be able to buy the show and watch it for like 10 days. Then I'm taking it down. I just want to share that night.
Wow.
Because I used to play the Garden all the time. I haven't been there in years, and I don't want to return to that. I don't want to be an arena comic. I don't like the kind of pro circuit thing anymore. I just want to do stand-up because I love it. But I got back there, and we sold it out. I'm doing it in the round. I'm standing in the center. And so I want to just do it that one night so I can really appreciate it for what it is. Because when I used to do it a lot, it was like I just take the subway and do the Garden. And there's a sadness that I didn't see how great that was. And now I understand how great it was to have that opportunity. So coming back there, I'm calling that special Back to the Garden. And so folks can live stream it, watch it during the show.
Wow.
And then I'll leave it up for like 10 days just to stream. But then it'll come down and go away.
Although this will feel like a big comedy event in January, this live show is technically not one of Louis' specials. He plans to keep the MSG stream up on his website for about 3 weeks after the show before it's pulled down for good, and his actual special is going to drop sometime mid-February. It's already been recorded and will be released on his website for $5, although I'd still personally recommend tuning into this live show because it seems like it could be a while till we hear from Louis C.K. again.
I mean, I don't know. That's why the show at the Garden that I'm doing, that I'm live streaming,
and it's all
January
sold.
28th. Yeah, the show. I think we've got about 500 tickets left, but it's like 19,000.
Right, but also you can buy, you can purchase it online, and we'll put the link in this video, and we'll also make sure that we run an ad that week. If this doesn't come out that week, we'll run an ad that week for the show.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
It's exciting.
But that to me is like a way to like say kind of one more and goodbye to that level. And then I'm probably gonna take a break for a while. I think I might take a year or more off and not perform for a while. I want to feel what life feels like with that. I haven't done that since I was 18. I haven't stopped. So
your show was one of the first shows I'd seen since maybe the first time that I'd seen comedy that I went to and stood in line and went to see comedy.
Yeah. Wow. That's rare. I haven't done that in a long time myself.
It was so
Norm
cool.
Macdonald's the last guy I bought a ticket and sat and watched.
Obviously, Louis C.K. is a comedy icon, and people are going to have sky-high expectations going into any pay-per-view event, let alone one that costs $25, which is definitely on the pricier side. But just based on what other comedians who have seen him perform this hour are saying about it, seems like it's going to be worth every single penny for that live stream in January.
January 28th is the special.
Yeah, it's $25 to watch it live, or you get to watch it for 10 days.
And it's what I saw last night?
Yeah, same show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. We might buy it.
I hope so. Well, you can have it for free.
Well, no, we'll buy it. Okay. We'll buy it, man.
35 days after Louis C.K. goes live from Madison Square Garden, Chris Rock and Netflix are teaming up to stream a live performance of his latest special all around the world starting on March 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
I love Chris. I love
He was
him.
my favorite growing up.
Yeah, he astonished me when he came back to stand up after SNL and inspired me a lot. And he's one of the best friends I've ever had. And he was a great boss. When he was just my boss, I just loved him. He was just the greatest guy. He used to say, like, it's not about me. We're all, because he hired writers that were all really good. And he said, we're all the Yankees. I'm in the cleanup spot, but I'm just the guy who has this one role. But you're all, you made us feel like we're all part of it.
The vice president of stand-up at Netflix, Robbie Pra, which I didn't know that was a real job. That's a sweet gig, vice president of stand-up. He said, quote, Chris Rock is one of the most iconic and important comedic voices of our generation. We're thrilled the entire world will be able to experience the live Chris Rock comedy event and be part of Netflix history. This will be an unforgettable moment, and we're so honored that Chris is carrying this torch. We put out a video last week that goes way more in depth on the live Chris Rock special. I definitely recommend go watching that after you finish this video. But to start off 2023, two absolute comedic legends, Chris Rock and Louis C.K., both doing live specials or live stand-up events, makes me think it's not going to be long until this is just industry standard around all of comedy. Guest spots from last week. Your Mom's House had on Tom Papa. Two Bears, One Cave was Tom and Dr. Huberman. Kill Tony Tonight is Joe Rogan and Jesse Jet Ski Johnson. Should be a good episode. Flagrant did not have a guest. Bill Burr was on Take Your Shoes Off with Rick Glassman. And Whiskey Ginger had on Burnt Crystals.
Let's have a little bit of sip of something.
Please.
You didn't drink last night, so you feel good.
I feel fun. I mean, so crazy how good my Whoop recovery is 98%.
Dude, you're a Whoop god.
I love
you guys
Whoop.
are like Whoop to the top.
I love Whoop, and I'm paid to say it twice a year. Like, I'm paid to say.
So they pay you to do it on the pod.
Tom and I do sponsored ads. I think we have to do twice a year. At the very beginning of October and the very end of October, they are sponsors.
Okay.
But I wear it year round. I
you love
fucking love it. I love it. I'm a ride or die for them because it tells me how hard I mean, I could do a read for them right now, and I don't even need the copy. I don't even know what the fucking. We don't even have a call to action.
They're not my sponsors.
But they're pretty good. They say the best one. They say the best thing you can get to deal with your sleep is the Apple Watch.
Yeah, someone else said that to me too. Oh, there's also the ring, the
Yuva ring.
Nuva ring.
Oh, I think
Nuva's the one that girls. Nuva's the.
that's the one I'm thinking of.
Nuva's the.
That'll help you sleep too, though.
This past weekend in Theo Von had on Louis C.K., The Joe Rogan Experience with Shane Gillis and the Shaman, Matt McCusker, We Might Be Drunk Talk with Colin Quinn, The Honeydew had on Drew Lynch, Sean Evans from Hot Ones was on the Chrissy Chaos podcast, and Stavi's World talked with Ali McCosfy. As far as new stand-up specials go, they're coming out soon or have come out recently. We've actually already touched on the two major ones in this video already. Chris Rock live streaming on Netflix starting on March 4th at 10 p.m. and Louis C.K. returns to the Garden on January 28th, followed by his special coming out sometime mid-February. Other than that, let me know in the comments what specials you guys are watching, which ones you're enjoying that you'd like me to talk about in this video, and keep an eye out for Andrew Santino Cheeseburger Comedy Fans React. We're going to do a video on that coming out on Wednesday, where we're taking your comments, your feedback from the special, putting it in a nice video form for you to watch and like, and just, it's a YouTube video. I guess I don't have to explain what a YouTube video is. Sorry. That does it for this episode of the Joke World Comedy Update. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll be back again next Monday with some more comedy news. In the meantime, though, we'll be posting some other videos on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Go download this audio from Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, if you want to help out our show, help out the Joke World brand, make us, climb those charts. Maybe we can get some more guests on here, some more comedy interviews. That'd be great. We're reaching out to some people, got some things in the works. I'm excited for the future of this channel. Thank you so much for the support. Leave a comment if you want to help with this video, get up there in the algorithm, leave a like. That's it for me. That's my list of things that I wanted to ask you for. Let me know what you want from me, okay? I'm always asking you to like and to comment and to subscribe. You tell me some stuff to do. It's a two-way street here at Joke World. Want to be as accommodating as possible to the best comedy fans in the world. We're creating a community of like-minded comedy individuals with the same senses of humor, people that just like cool, funny shit, and that's you. And that's this channel, I hope, in your eyes. Okay. See you next Monday. Actually, no, Wednesday with Comedy Fans React to Cheeseburger. Andrew Santino Cheeseburger, Wednesday. That's it.